Ready to go? Yo, where is everybody? Again, every single week. Alright, I'm going to Chin's house. Chin, dude, get up! You're late for Delusional Sports again!
Delusional Sports? That's right now?
Yeah! Do you know where anybody is?
No.
Every single week.
Just do it here. Pull up a chair.
Alright.
What the?
Alright. Well, I mean, I guess I don't need my notes. Alright, so this week was the NBA trade deadline. What's up?
Trade deadline. So yeah, some big ones. Marcus Morris to the Clippers. Andre Drummond to the Cavs. Andre Iguodala to the Heat. And then he signed the 2-year, $30 million deal option.
Right.
And then he got Capella to the Hawks, which was crazy. Didn't think that Houston would pull that trigger.
Right.
And then Andrew Wiggins to the Warriors is probably the biggest one, and D'Angelo Russell to the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Timberwolves and Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell, they got what they wanted. They got their buddy. Wiggins went to the Warriors.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how that's going to go about. A lot of people are excited for Wiggins to be in a different environment. I know a couple guys on our show. Maybe they went to go to San Francisco to check out one of the games or something because they are excited that he's out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a good thing for both sides. For me, I think Wiggins is a good player, but he's not a great player. He's not going to really care about winning. So I don't. Other than trade bait, I really don't think he's going to work well for the Warriors. Drummond to the Cavs was my most surprising one, just because they traded him. The Detroit traded him away for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty crazy, and I don't really know how he's going to fit in there with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love.
Right.
But maybe a trade bait as well for this offseason. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was to free up some room. We'll see what happens down the road, but definitely not a playoff run.
Right. Yeah. And so what else is going on around the league?
So this week, so people are making a big buzz that Andrew Wiggins had a pretty good game, first game of the Warriors. To just stay on the subject, he had a pretty good game, but they lost. They lost to the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's my thing is he's going to put up pretty good stats for the Warriors. He's going to look entertaining, but you're going to see a lot of losses coming from that team. Whereas D'Angelo Russell, yes, he didn't get to play his first game, but they're so excited about having a lot of new players in. I think they had a total of 7 new players.
Right.
They blew out the Clippers by 35. Like, it was crazy without D'Angelo Russell. So that's just exciting to see. I know a lot of people around the league like D'Angelo Russell, but he's been on now, 4 teams in 4 years. So that is a little concerning. Like, is he going to, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the biggest part. And then Damian Lillard going off again. I don't know why they keep letting the Jazz get game-ending favors. Rudy Gobert obviously goaltended that basket, and that's happened to the Pelicans not once but twice against the Jazz.
Really?
So I had to just let you guys know that the Jazz have been getting away with this all week.
Yeah.
All year.
Yeah.
And they actually did not fine Damian Lillard for going off on the refs by the end of the game.
Wow.
Because it was wrong. I'm surprised they didn't overturn the call either. So.
Right. Yeah. I know that you keep a close watch on Zion Williamson.
Zion.
Yeah.
So he's doing okay. He's scoring around 20 points a game, 7 boards, something like that. He's doing all right. He's definitely not taking over games.
Yeah.
He took over one game, but we ended up losing that game. So I think I really thought that they should have got rid of Drew Holiday by the trade deadline and let Lonzo and Zion and Brandon Ingram run the team.
Right. What do they need to be doing though?
The Falcons?
Yeah, aside from
well, they're 4 games out of the playoffs, so just keep winning. I think they went 2-1 last week. Just keep winning.
Right.
That's all I can really say about that.
Right. Also, the XFL started up this week. What's your reaction?
So the XFL, new league. Players not as good as the NFL, obviously, but I would say watching it, it looks like Fox and ABC and ESPN has taken over and really put money towards them, and it looks like a really good broadcast, easy to watch. The thing is they do make it a little entertaining. So like, I seen a kicker miss a field goal, and they went and interviewed him as soon as the field goal was over. Like he had no time to think, so he might have just been emotional. I seen during the Roughnecks game, they interviewed one of the LA guys at halftime, and it was kind of more like they're kind of more lenient on hits. So they're like, hey, were you finally glad you got to hit somebody? He's like, yeah, I've been looking to smack someone all game. And then, so the MVP of the weekend that I've seen was definitely Walker of the Rednecks, their quarterback.
Okay.
Roughnecks,
Oh,
I'm
the
sorry.
Roughnecks.
Of the Roughnecks.
Yeah, they're Rednecks.
He was definitely the MVP of the weekend. He scored 4 touchdowns, and he looked pretty good running and passing the ball. So that's my reaction to the XFL.
And I know
and I do think it is a good alternative for the NFL if you're really not into more political football, because it's really what the NFL is.
Right.
This is just kind of like have fun, hit each other, football. And I know Andrew Luckstad's one of the head guys that made the rules. And it kind of compares to the Big Three in NBA. So like it's a bunch of the older guys who can't run down the court anymore, so they play 3-on-3 basketball half court.
Right.
And so it kind of just still sees some of their greatness.
Yeah. And you mentioned Andrew Luckstad writing the rule book. What's one of your favorite rule changes from the NFL, the XFL?
Yeah, so he helped write some of the new rules for the XFL to make it more exciting and less injury. So one of my favorite one is the kickoff return. I like to run it back like Devin Hester.
Yeah.
So the XFL likes to run it back like Devin Hester, and the easiest way to do that is to not only reduce injury, but to make it more exciting. They line every player but the kicker and the receiver. They line everyone else up within 5 yards of each other, and they can't move until the receiver catches the ball or touches the ball.
Right.
And there was a couple of guys who almost broke it this weekend, just because of the setup of that rule.
Yeah, you're right. And with having everybody just 5 yards apart, that's gonna reduce the risk of injury by a lot, which is one of the big concerns with kickoffs these days.
Right. So some part of the game was pretty exciting. I know they got their new 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point rule after touchdowns.
Yeah.
So you either start on the 2 yard line, 5 yard line, or 10 yard line. Right. And depending, you get 1 point, 2 point, or
right. And that's something that I've always thought is I really think that we need to eliminate the PAT from football.
Right.
Because even whenever they move it back, 10 yards or so, it's still more or less, which people have been missing them.
Right.
After they move back, but I think they just need to find something more entertaining after, because somebody scores a touchdown and that's whenever it's time to go hit the bathroom or get some snacks because who wants to watch a PAT.
Right.
I did want to ask though, did you see the John Bones Jones fight?
Yes.
Right.
Are you asking me about the decision?
Right. Yeah, the decision, because they both at the end they were both like, yeah, bro, that was me, and then it was a unanimous decision.
Yeah. So
John
the
Jones.
thing is about UFC is like, yes, it's more hits. Reyes had more hits, but John Jones had more significant hits, and he controlled the ring more during the fight. So I mean that stuff does come into matter when
Of course,
when determining the scoring. But a good idea came from Max Holloway. He tweeted out. He said they should show the score at the end of each round. He said this is one of the only sports that they don't show the score until the end of the
and then you can see
match.
Right.
And I think that I would think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it would get I think it would get fans more entertained in the actual art of the MMA instead of just the knockouts.
Right.
Because they're kind of like NASCAR right now. Like you want to see the big wrecks, you don't want to see them just race around the track for 2 hours.
Yeah. Which mentioning of that, in boxing they do show the commentary scorecards. Like the guys that are commentating, they're like, hey, this is what we would have scored this. This round.
And I feel like Joe Rogan does a pretty good job of telling us what's going on, but like not really how to judge points.
Right.
Because like it's really easy to judge points in most sports. You put the ball in the hoop, it's 2 points. If you get behind this line, put the ball in the hoop, it's 3 points.
Right. In fighting, it's kind of objective.
Right.
To the point that whenever a guy has more strikes, but ends up losing unanimous.
And I mean, like I said, like you want the common fan to just not care about like a common fan in NASCAR, they don't care about the chassis, the when to get tires, when to run out of gas, like the weight of the car.
Yeah.
They don't care about any of that. They just care about the wrecks.
Right.
And right now, that's what the MMA and UFC is. That's why Conor McGregor got so big. He had the big hit in 15 seconds. How many times? You know, like.
Yeah.
So the guys who get big, they end fast because that's what people
They're
want to see.
explosive.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they maybe introduced the scoring card and like things like of that nature more to the casual fan, they might be even more engrossed into MMA or UFC.
Right.
So.
Right. All right. Was there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I'm trying to go back to
You
sleep.
trying to get it? All right, I'll let you go. All right, hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Delusional Sports. I'm Thatcher the Undrafted. This is Chin, and everybody else is a squid.